Hello everybody, welcome back to some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Picking up where we left off, we're on our way to look for a vault that the dwarves, I can't remember what the fuck her name was now, Surtr's daughter anyway, who apparently he doesn't care about enough to be worth trading for our son. But yeah, I think we did right? Yeah, because I'd already did everything, because we got all of the Oh, actually. Right. No, I did, no, and I looked that up in the video, too, where I looked up that the last achievement that I was missing and I couldn't figure out was kind of story-based. Well, not story-based, but it's mission-based, so quest-based, so we're good. Alright. Sorry, I can't... For some reason, I'm just drawing a blank on what exactly we accomplished last part, or what we did, or what we were doing at the end of the last part. But anyway, my head's also a little woohooey right now. I just got out of the shower, and while I was in there, because it's the time of the year where I have allergies, right? Same thing every year. Basically allergic to the beginning of spring. So I got allergies, so runny nose, as per usual. So I was in the shower, and I blew out one of my nostrils, and apparently I blew too hard or something, because I almost fucking fell over after, because I did that, and I guess I don't know, I cleared a pathway that I shouldn't have or something in my head, because I am my ear or repressurized inside of my skull or something, because the inside of my because just all of a sudden just everything just spun right until my ear popped a little bit, and then it's still not 100%, but it's not I don't feel like I'm about to fall over anymore. So it was a very weird experience anyway, to say the least. Okay, so I can gain Hooger there because I'll need to direct the beam of light. We got these here, and I can turn them to point in other directions. This one is currently pointing here and holding this door open. Now, odds are there's a lot of stuff that I can pick up over there, but it's not going to be anything important, right? It can't be. We have everything important, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Although, because that says, oh well, actually that says exploration area, and that actually goes away there, so yeah, I'm just going to say that that's not worth it then. But turning this is just going to shoot it up, down, or back that way, right? So I mean, I guess we can see, right? Yeah, so that's fairly worthless. Okay, well, you know what? We'll go and check it out anyway. Just on the off chance that there is, in fact... Oh, you know what? I was already here once. There was a book of knowledge here. Aw, man. That's why that's set up like that, I bet. I can guarantee you that's why that's set up the way it is. And for the life of me, I can't remember... One door opens when soul blazes her path across sky, the other when her pale brother peeks out from the darkness. Oh, right. Yeah, so this is actually perfectly set up for us. So we have these two orbs here, and the one in the lava only activates during, what is it right now, daytime? Yeah. And then the other one, if we meditate, will activate and open up the other door. Okay, well maybe it was considered nighttime. Either way.
Strange place. secrets I will uncover here. Drag marks. And blood was shed. But only a small amount. Were the victims still alive?
I mean, clearly, if there was only a small amount.
Only Muspels leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest.
Oh, do they have another apple?
Sigrun and Halstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests. Identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural.
Do we know these two?
Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space.
See, and I thought this thing was weird when I was
Elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now, Asa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That being led a group of Muspels here. Sigrun and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in Atri while I searched for Balder. Perhaps we'll find some answers there.
Really? Back to Eitri already? Flags in the correct area. Okay. Well, I mean, we've already been over there. Now, no, he said while we searched for Balder, which means that was during the opening sequence, not while I was running around there. Hopefully it doesn't make my game crash.
Around here before. Find it, and I may find the culprit. Amid all this excitement, I have had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow? Or far in the future? I think the latter more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for whatever role he has played in Balder's predicament. His son, too, is bound by my chains. And what of Surtr? The prophecies say he must play a part in Ragnarok. But for now, he is merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the Twilight. Still, once Balder is safe, I will return to Asgard and raise an army. Muspelheim must be conquered, without mercy.
I mean, considering what they're doing, I can't really... normally it's like, hey, if they're not fucking with you, why are you doing shit? But, I mean, they're clearly fucking with everyone. So, I mean... Is it just this guy here and that one out in the... Alright then.
Excuse me, there is a message for you. Excuse me, there is a message for you.
The hell? Oh, sorry about that. Just had to answer. Actually, had to answer that message. Could not let that one go unanswered until I was done. Oh, come on. Get up there. Alright, so we're in the correct area, obviously. But now the question is, where do we need to go? Do that. Should obviously alert them. Okay, I was going to say, but it didn't seem to set off the thing, but it did there. We can disable that as well. Find and confront the murderer. I mean, we got... I'm assuming it's in this building that we're currently sitting on top of. Because, like... it's the only place that has a blue marker at all. Okay, so I need to get in there, which... shouldn't be too much trouble. It seems like we're getting some poison deaths over there, which is good. That guy should be a new one right away. Alright, well I'm just going to drop here then, because nobody else seems to be coming, and they don't seem to care anymore about... well, I mean, that guy's investigating the poison, but...
Locked. There are 3 insets.
ah. Some of the guards, eh? Not gonna...
What's all that about?
I don't know, maybe you should come and investigate. Oh, apparently that wasn't.
Or a part of one.
Okay, but now then the thing is... I mean, it would... I guess, yeah, it would still glow blue. If, the dead people had the keys on them, because obviously the poisoned ones wouldn't get collected until I actually went over there.
What's going on?
I don't know. Come and see. Are you one of the key ones? No. Oof. I mean, the thing is I probably also have a skill, like a range skill, that would probably let me kill that guy from here. Like, I can almost guarantee it. But at the same time, do I want to be dicking around in my skill menu to kill one guy? Because, I mean, the skills I have set there are set there for a reason. Oh, that's perfect. He ran right over to where the other Flamekeeper was. Oh, and he walked into there anyway. Awesome. So the Flamekeeper is still going to resurrect the guy? I mean, that's fine, because the Flamekeeper will die, and then it'll just immediately poison the guy. Oh, it's the Flamekeepers that stay alive. At least a little bit. Well, that one didn't, though. And now that one's dead. And now there shouldn't be anybody left to resurrect, or to resurrect the others. Those two. So the other 3 guys here should all just drop dead, right? God, I love the poison. Best skill ever. May not be the most, I don't know,
Another key.
like,
Are there more?
may not be the most interesting to
That
use
key
or to watch one,
looks as though it may
but
be
it
the
is
key.
still without a doubt the best skill that I have to take out camps of people. Because if somebody dies from poison and their body is found, it doesn't raise an alert.
Well, whoever helmed the ritual at the vault was once here.
Alright.
Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault?
Maybe.
The culprit was deciphering elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful Hugas.
Oops, didn't mean to open that. Not that it makes a difference, but
The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels.
I mean, I have a Jotun and a Muspel Hooger power. I'm curious. Am I gonna... Well... But I mean, there is two different ones, and technically the other two would be considered a more powerful thing than mine that I have.
There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Surtr are aware.
I mean, it says that there's still more, but... Oh, it is upstairs, okay.
The vault is marked here, along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps.
Maybe. Oh, Sigmar gonna show up now?
You're light on your feet, Asa.
Oh.
Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a salakar. It's part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Wolves, Jotna, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar, whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on the map surrounded by waters just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this Salakar holds.
I mean, and here's the thing, right? Like, she's like, you're trying to pit me against him. It's like, he could be, but at the same time, what reason does he have to do that in reality? Like, he really has no reason not just kill you. Like, the fact that you guys just had that conversation shows that he doesn't actually care. Like, because, like, yeah, he went after you to capture you to get his son back. But then it's like, well, I mean, it was even, like, her that told him that she wouldn't be a good enough trading card. So he's like, all right. And, like, that was it. I mean, he's like, yeah, I have no reason to leave you alive. But then, I mean, just had that whole conversation. Clearly, he has no interest in killing you anymore. Because I feel like in a lot of the Assassin's Creed games, when they have conversations with somebody that they would in normal gameplay, you would kill them, and then they just do nothing. It's because like no matter what you as a person do,
give me a clear view.
the truth. But anyway, no matter what you as a person may do, the characters themselves in general aren't interested in killing anybody unless they get attacked first.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors, where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Come, join me, chosen ones. Together, we will enact Surtr's will. No! Mind the Salagar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
So off she goes.
Calder fled northwest, with Asa snapping at his heels. He can't have made it far.
Alright. So we're gonna have to go and save her. Oh man, that guy didn't die. Boosh. It's really weird. They don't seem to be like... I don't know. Their health bars seem to like get stuck on like the last hit point or something for a second. We good? I mean, I don't have enough to... Also, did it like double... Like, did I... Oh, no, that's right, because I did use my bird transformation. Oh, don't... There we go. I did use my bird transformation to get up on the roof. That's why I'm so low on my magic here. Alright.
Asa chased after Calder like a rabid hound. Though he is no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit?
Well, theoretically, you have one person made of fire and lava chasing another person made of fire and lava. I'm guessing scorch marks would be a good indicator of where they went. I mean, went this way. There's a bunch of lava over there.
These fools dared stand in her path. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect.
obviously I'm gonna have to do this, so.
How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. No other bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die.
Got her
Asa
spear
caught up to
back at some
Calder.
point.
His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west.
Okay. Now, I mean, I have a feeling that Ace isn't going to survive this, which is a shame. Because I do enjoy it. I do enjoy a story where, like, somebody from the bad guy's team who isn't actually a bad guy ends up helping. Like, it's one of my favorite things in, shows, stories, video games.
I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe.
I mean,
Looks
it's
like
probably a
these two
pretty
brought all
sturdy
the
thing.
fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilt.
Yes, but whose blood is the important part?
Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill.
Yeah, I mean, there's some more blood. I could bird my way up there, but it feels like such a waste with them. When I can actually see that I don't need to climb very much, because, I mean, obviously if there's a lot of climbing involved, bird, because, I mean, it just makes sense. Well, that's not good if he made it to another... Well, although... I'm going to say he made it to another camp, but I mean, is there any reason why the moose bulls...
They will attack on sight here.
He's somewhere else.
No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. These, or similar, were used to restrain someone.
Oh, did the Jotuns get a hold of Asa?
The dead stack up. For these
Something must have caused the Muspels to leave so abruptly.
Asa's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not.
Why not? Can you use her for the ritual to sacrifice?
West. I must find Calder and the Salakar. For Baldur's sake.
And look at me doing that without just killing everyone.
They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure Asa's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa They're young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And
Oh, so he is actually planning on
I do
saving
not
her.
have the luxury of being faultless. I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here toward the river.
Oh, well, I'm guessing throwing a moose bill into a river. Oh, well, here's a boss fight if I've ever seen one. Hey, you good? Probably not, but I mean, hey, I can't. I promise I'm trying to save you.
Asa,
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Ah, yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Weak, old, frail. What happened, old father? Too much of that pretentious Asgardian air.
Yeah, nice try, buddy. Nice try again.
Surtr will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. But I will make sure he knows the truth.
What's the truth? That you killed her and I just happened to be around at the time? I mean, you keep doing it, but I don't have to fight you over there.
Such a desperate, feeble man. I wish
Am
only
I?
as
Because I seem to be kicking your ass.
now.
Ah, see, I feel like I didn't achieve the actual slowdown for that one. I feel like I missed that one and they gave it to me anyway.
Why is Surtr collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
I really got to change that hairstyle.
Your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside.
She'll finish it.
Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Surtr.
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Surtr will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the hooker of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Well, I'm glad she's at least currently still alive. Alright. I mean, we've had a couple dwarves tell us about a Jotun hanging around the place, right? But let's go here. We'll continue this. If we get sent to the next area, which I imagine after this quest we will, next part we might check out that Valkyrie arena thing. I think it's an arena anyway. I guess just based on did I see something that called it an arena? Because talking about the boast that I think I one of the tooltips or something.
Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself. I should return to the shelter. Perhaps the dwarves there can aid me in finding a Jotun worthy of the Salakar.
To mend this.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose you a saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Bremir and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Gala. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But but we can help balance the scales. At our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh, yes. The cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance,
So, I bring you the cup, and then
we show you how to use it against Malvigor.
it's a deal.
I know you are hurt.
No one
Spirits
wants to hear
broke.
our saga.
There is
What?
little I can
But
say
we're
to mend
giant
these
killers.
feelings. Yet
Alright.
I will say
You know we can't sing
we are all
Okay, I
members
need
of
to
one
come.
I'll be with you,
This is the
friend.
tattoo
Be
guy, right?
welcome, friend. Let me
Okay,
make
good.
art of your skin.
Because I
A
need to change the
sculpture
hairstyle.
of your hair.
I like the
Pride
hairstyle.
of your
It's just
people has
with
not
this
dampened
armor.
your spirit.
The surest.
Yeah, whatever.
What have you got for me?
But it just doesn't work with the armor set. Where the fuck? There it is. Now, is there one that's like basically the same thing, just with like without the ponytail bit? Does not look like it. I mean, that's gonna have the same problems. Guess we could go for the short hair. I mean, we could just go for straight up shaved head. I mean, we could. Because, I mean, anything with... Oh, well, I guess we could do that. The original hair. Because, yeah, that goes in behind. That'll work. Yeah, that'll do.
Anything else?
Man, it's been so long since I've changed his hair.
Another time.
I mean, I've had that hairstyle for so long. Alright, let's see, is there... There is a fast travel point closer. Oh, I know this place. I was swimming around in there. Well, let's just fast travel back to here. Because, yeah, I was swimming all around there. For some treasure and that. And, yeah, I mean, I may as well take the boat there, right?
Sail out!
Which is one nice thing about me doing this stuff in between, is when we go to an area, I at least have some clue, because, like, there's generally an artifact or a wealth in pretty much any important, somewhat important area, right? So, like...
This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lum. Or whatever they're called. This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lum. Or whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet.
Well, it's a lot of shit here. Now, the other nice thing about me coming to these areas beforehand is every once in a while, something that would be locked before, I've already got open. Alright, top floor, right? Yeah, I was in this house. There was something in here, a wealth or an artifact or something, probably just a tattoo design. Which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it last time. I actually did change my tattoos, except for my head one, which is unfortunately the only part that you can't see. But I mean, you may have got a look at them.
Someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Okay, what the hell is this?
High one! More like feeble! Won't take long.
No, you... I don't even know what the hell you were doing. Yeah, it's very weird.
High one! More like feeble one!
Uh-huh.
And I will not trouble you again.
Oh, that's my guy shooting arrows at them. I was wondering where the fuck those arrows were coming from.
It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigor is.
What? What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Molviger is at the dam to the west.
I've
And
been there
now,
too.
will you spare me?
Yeah, fuck
Until
off.
next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
What if I just like boop? I mean, I could. It's not like I really owe that guy anything, but I don't want to make Javi seem like that kind of a guy. Now, technically, that is taking me into the other region, but I'm gonna let it go and say that it isn't. Because I know that there is a quest that takes place in the shelter that's there, so. Yeah, fuck it, let's just burn it up. But yeah, I was over here once, because once again, there was a wealth here. I will say, one thing that's weird about flying in, like, pretty much any game, it always seemed like you cover, like, the distance that you cover is obviously going to be pretty fucking good, because you don't have to worry about terrain or anything. Now, granted, with flat terrain like this, my horse or boar, as the case may be, would probably be faster, but it always feels like way slower than it is. Like we're covering a huge amount of ground right now.
These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this?
I don't know what trickery is it.
There's the dam. But this tempest, it is unnatural.
Okay, I mean, you are coming after us, what's supposed to be like a really powerful Jotun, right? So, and I mean, this looks weird.
So, the traitor.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtr is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtr's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
I mean,
Come! Inflict a fate worse than death on me. Or die trying. Should I prevail, I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use.
why you already have the gist fucking... Just fucking ignore my strikes and hit me anyway. Wow, she is taking a lot of fucking damage. And being healed. I see what these other dickheads are here for then.
Vidar tried something similar when he and I fought. I assume he learned it from you.
Maybe. I guess if he leveled up the right skills, he did. Can I throw this at her? Seems not. Oh, now that we're actually doing some damage. Come on now. There it is. Oh wow, they definitely gave me that one, but I did get the second.
Keep focused. This is a fight to the death, not a lover's tip.
I don't know why they're giving me so much of this, and yet I didn't get that one. The right one.
You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do. Get on with it, blind one. End my misery. Oh, Ymir. True, oh Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hirakin. I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Vangrin? Yes, that is the place.
Okay, so then that. Okay, I'm gonna say that takes us. I'm gonna count that as starting going because it even came up and said that a new arc had started. So I'm gonna call that the end of this part, and then next time we will be doing this, the heroic scholar, to not infiltrate, to investigate. That's the correct word. This Valkyrie arena over here, and see what's up with it. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for more.